Hey guys, I know you're like, this outfit is very familiar, but yeah, I'm actually doing this video on the same day as I did my February pre-orders unboxing of Gojo and Himeko and Ikaro. I was going to do this video another day, but it's like really weighing heavy on my heart. Like, in one of my videos, I told you guys, like, I had watched Kakegurui and I got really obsessed, so then I ordered like some figures. And I was really excited to get one of these figures because it was a figure that came out like a couple of years ago, maybe in 2015. It was the Artfx J figure of Yumeko Jabami. So like right now her figure is like really expensive, probably like going for like $280 to $300 and on up. So I actually found a figure of it, Artfx J original product, genuine product, but it doesn't come with a box. That's what it was written. Like in the description, it says Artfx J, Kotobukiya, genuine product, and it had pictures of just the face. Like you couldn't see like the whole figure. You couldn't see like pictures of like the whole like design of the figure. So I'm thinking, okay, like even though I can't see the whole picture, like I've never had that many issues on Mercari before. Like I've had, and like if somebody put that in their description, then like why would they lie about it? Like if you know like the customer has to grade you and send you like give you like a score and stuff before you get paid. Like so I'm like, okay, nobody would lie this much if they know they won't get money until the customer agrees and sees the figure and it's like, okay, this is legit, you can have your money. So me being naive, thinking that nobody would do that, I go ahead and order this figure because it's like a really good price. It's probably like half the price it usually is. Like my instinct was telling me not to do it, but part of me was like, well, they wouldn't lie. But why would they lie about something so blatantly obvious? Okay, so long story short, I ordered the figure and it came pretty quickly. But the thing was, when I compared the pictures of the figure to the pictures on the Kotobukiya website, there were some things that were like slightly off, and it was like a little off-put to me, and something in my heart was telling me like something isn't right. So then like I messaged Kotobukiya, the company, and I was asking like if like this is their figure. So I like sent pictures and everything. It was like, that's not ours. Maybe I'm going too fast. So like I'm like everything, when I took the figure out of the box, like from the start, it was odd because like usually when you buy Kotobukiya figures, they come like the way you're supposed to set them up, so they come as one piece. Or like if you get like a limited edition part, like they come with a head you could take off and all, and I'll show you like a video or a picture of it because I actually have other Artfx J figures that come with the additional headpiece. So they come with an additional headpiece, but like this figure was so odd because like it came in pieces, and like I watched unboxings online of Yumeko and like it didn't come in pieces. But this figure that I got from this guy, it had like the arm was not connected, the head was not connected, and like the figure was not connected to the base. But when you watch the other unboxing of the Artfx J figure, like she literally just comes in one piece. Like she's already connected to her stand. She just comes out of the box like that. So I'm like, something ain't right. So someone's telling me something isn't right. So I messaged the seller and I was like, is this the real figure? I feel like this is a fake. No, I might have straight up told him like, this is a fake. I compared it with the picture and I think the seller got mad, but whatever. Because it's true. Like, why would you like be disgenuine about what you're selling? Like if you was going to sell a fake, man, go ahead and put like, oh, I got this figure made abroad or something. Like let people know. Don't lie to people trying to get some money. So like this is actually a figure. It's actually like a really good fake. Like I don't even know like if you consider this a fake. I feel like this figure was made in the same factory as the Yumeko Jabami figure, but this is one of the figures that were like tossed because it wasn't perfect, because Kotobukiya does really good figures and they like to have their shit on point. But here, if you look at this figure, like it looks really well done. But if you look at her from the side, this is not how she looks from the side. And the Kotobukiya pictures, like this hair comes to her waist, like right here, it's like moving forward. I'll show you pictures if you compare it. And then like if you notice, I don't want to like show her panties, but her panties like the color is different from the original figure too. And it's just so many parts. And if you look at this part of the hair, it's not sticking up like it is in the picture. And then like her neck is way longer. Well, I wouldn't say way longer. It's like longer than her neck in the figure that other people have gotten. So like, it was just something. And like, you could actually take her head off. That was another thing. She came like this, guys. I had never seen a figure come like this. Like, you see figures sometimes and they come with like an extra head, but you never see like this metal pole. So this was throwing me too. I'm like, hold up. I've never taken off the head of my figure and had like a freaking pole sticking out. And I'm not even sure we're supposed to be able to take the head off of this particular figure, because I have never seen like in any unboxing somebody take off the head of the figure. Something like that also threw me. I'm like, something ain't adding up. And this arm also came disconnected and it was hard to put in. So I was like, something's fishy here. So like, I was asking Kotobukiya if they sold figures without the boxes and whether this was their product. And they was like, that is not their product they sold. So now they're like asking me any questions, because this is actually like, looks really close to like the actual figure. So like, it's some shady business going on in like one of the Kotobukiya factories. So now like me and my husband are going back and forth between Kotobukiya right now, trying to figure out what the hell's going on. So that was hella disappointing. But I actually eventually found like her figure with the extra face too. I had to pay like the market price for it, but I really wanted the figure, and like having this like really disappointed me. I'm hella sad. But guys, if I show you the comparison, like this figure versus the real figure, you're gonna be shocked, because it's like so freaking similar. So this is why I think they were made in the same factory, but this was a figure that like failed the check or whatever, and they just tossed it and somebody took it and is selling it as a genuine product. Because they know if they sold them like, oh, this is a figure somebody tossed, like they would get in hella trouble, because it's pretty much theft. Like, you're stealing product that was not meant to, you're stealing product and selling it as if it is the genuine product when it's not. So guys, I'm showing you like it right now. And then I'm gonna show you the real figure. It even came with like a fake face too. And like this face is also really similar to the real one. That's why I'm pretty sure that these were made in the same factory. Like, I'm like 90% positive this was made in the same factory and then just tossed because it wasn't like perfectly designed like the other figure is. Okay. I left the plastic on this one, so like, you know which one is the real one versus the fake one. So this is the real figure. You see how her hair comes up on this side, and then like the hairs are more spread out. Versus this one. See, like the paint job is just way better on this one too, and the hair is way more spread out than this is. But look how similar they look. Like, this is why I'm convinced they were this is probably like a failed product. Cause look, they look way too similar for somebody to have created this as a fake. And like, it's just like minor details that you could tell like they were made in the same place, but this one is just better quality. Like, this is the real one. So the fake one versus real one. It's just so much more detail in the hair in this one. And like, if you look at it from the side, let's see if we will put it from the same side. It's just different. You can see how the hair comes up way more in this one than this one. And look at it from this side too. Look at it. Like, this one just looks so much better. So much more definition. And then when I was talking about the panty issue, I'm not sure if you can see it here. See how, like, let me see if I can hold both so you can get panty shots. Like this one, the real figure blends so much more better than this one. This one's not as, it doesn't blend as well. It has like blotchy spots. This one blends more. And like, I'm pretty sure like for this figure, like the joint parts were like glued in place, but this one you could just freely take off the arm. Like you can see where like the arm is like kind of like disjointed. But man, I'm like so annoyed because like I'm still in the middle of the battle with this guy. He's literally trying to convince me that this is a joint product, and then like he's like everything he says is freaking shady, and like it's just annoying me. And then he's like, now he's trying to like question my intelligence and stuff. I'm like, sir, you know damn well you stole this stuff, or you bought it from somebody who stole this stuff, or is doing something shady, and now you're trying to convince me that this is a real figure. I'm like, no, it's not a real figure. I'm not freaking blind. If you look on the official website, this is not how this figure is supposed to look. And then he like has the nerve to like send me a link to a website that's not even Kotobukiya and was like, look, this is a real one compared to a fake one. I'm like, sir, why are you not sending me an official website? Send me something official. Send me something real. This dude is sending me his idea of evidence of a real figure is like a fake. I don't even know if it's a real license. He sent me like a license, but everything's written in Chinese. And like the receipt and everything also written in Chinese. And the company he bought it from is like, oh, we sell our, the percent of our genuine product is 85%. So 15% of the products you sell aren't genuine is what you're saying. So what in the world? I'm just like so annoyed right now because the fact that I have to even go through this and like keep going back and forth with this idiot when he could have just like took his stupid figure and gave me my money back and we would have no problem. Now like I'm having to talk to Kotobukiya and my husband's having to get involved. And like, I'm just so annoyed about the whole situation. Like, he could have just been like, if he was smart, he could have been like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, I didn't know. End of conversation. Me have my money and him his figure back. And now he's like causing all these additional problems. Now he's like trying to make it seem like to Mercari that like, oh, I bought this fake figure and like I exchanged it with his real one. I'm like, sir, I literally took the pictures off your listing page and compared it with this figure that you sent me. It's the same freaking figure, but he's trying to like make it seem like, oh, I'm going to do like a swap scene, put a fake figure back in the box. I'm going to send him to get my refund. Does that make sense? Like who's going to benefit from, I'm not going to benefit if I send him a fake figure because like he has to tell the company that I sent him his product in order for me to get my money back. So it wouldn't benefit me to send him a fake figure. But like in his mind, like I'm pretty sure that's what he's planning on doing because he's been saying all this shady stuff in the message back and forth. And like Mercari Japan, like their customer service is shit. Like I'm sorry, it's complete shit because like in like the message, like we explain everything about what happened and the steps we took, and they're just like, oh, you're gonna have to talk to seller and figure it out. But he's obviously not in the right state of mind because he's saying all this stuff that literally makes 0 sense, and like his proof is bullshit. Like any company could tell what he's saying is bullshit. And Mercari even has on their page that they don't allow people to sell counterfeits or fake things on their website. I literally we're literally giving them proof that he's giving them proof as well that this is not a genuine product, and they are doing nothing. They're doing nothing to step in and fix anything. So it's just me and my husband having to get proof and figure shit out now. That's why we're going back and forth with the Kotobukiya, and they're like telling us that like this is not theirs. But apparently that's not enough proof for Mercari. So now like Mercari is telling me to send this fake figure back to him and then they'll give me my money back. But I'm like, he like literally told you the message like what he's like planning to do. Like he's pretty much gonna like, he probably already has like a figure that looks super fake and he's gonna say we sent that to him. And then like what then Mercari, like now he has his product back and I'm still not gonna have my money because he's gonna lie and say like we didn't send him the genuine product back. So I'm like, this whole situation is fucked up. So I'm really like annoyed because Mercari as a company is shitty, but like there are some good sellers on Mercari and like it's not their fault that there are shitty sellers on there. So like I'm not saying don't shop on Mercari, I'm just saying be careful when you do shop. Like ask for many like proof pictures when you purchase something, and when you receive something, like do your checks because like there are some shady people out here and Mercari is not going to help you. Like you don't want to get in this situation because then if you buy from Mercari Japan, you're gonna have to like talk some in Japanese and explain your situation. And then like the customer service is not going to help you. They're just going to, like, depending on who you get, like, you're going to have a really bad experience like I'm having, or you're going to have a good experience. And, like, you honestly shouldn't have to worry about that. If one of their policies, they say it's wrong to sell fake stuff, and that they, like, will delete anybody's account who's selling fake stuff, they should stick by that. But nah, they go through, like, the way their, like, policies are is very shady, and it always benefits the company versus, like, the seller or the buyer. So I'm like, it's a risk to buy something off Mercari. So I'm just saying, guys, be careful, like, stay educated, like, look at figure videos, because figure videos and, like, the proof picture off Kotobukiya websites will help me to determine that this was not a this was not a genuine figure. Like, those, like, literally the pictures off the website, and thanks to unboxings from other figure unboxers, it helped me determine that this is not a genuine figure. I'm so annoyed, guys. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, Mercari should have handled this and be like, sir, you sold a fake product, ban, give this person back their money. But nah, we're having to, like, jump through all these hoops to try to get my money back and to get this shit sent back to them. Like, honestly, like, if Kotobukiya responds to us and, like, gives us a better response that proves that this is 100% fake and it's not theirs, and, like, we literally could go to the police. So, like, even though I'm making this video today, like, I'm probably not going to say it till, like, the whole, like, situation is done with. But I just had to get off my chest because I'm, like, so annoyed about the situation. Like, the whole situation is so unprofessional, and I just can't. Like, I hate things that are unprofessional. Like, if you have this shit written in your policy, like, you need to stand by your fucking policy and get stuff done. So I'm, like, pretty much done with Mercari Japan. Like, and if I do decide to shop on there and continue selling stuff there, I'm just going to be very careful of who, like, I decide to buy from. And I'm asking for a hell of a lot of proof, like, asking for, like, all the writing on the box, like I did with this Gojo figure, because I bought Gojo after, like, this situation happened. So, like, I'm pretty sure I annoyed the seller, but, like, I needed the fucking proof, because, like, for fucking situations like this, when people, like, blatantly lie in the description of their figure, and then, like, Mercari does fucking nothing. I'm sorry I forgot something. I'm just so annoyed about this situation, guys. I'm sorry. But, like, buyers beware, yo. Buyers beware, because Mercari says a lot of shit, but they don't back that shit. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. I will show more, like, pictures of comparing the fake versus the real figure of Jabami. Like, I'll put them both on, like, the my rotating table, so you can see, like, the similarities and differences of the fake, or, like, the imperfect figure that was thrown away versus the real one. Alright, bye, guys. this is the update. Like, the whole situation with the fake figure is finally over. Like, my husband like went in and like he typed all this shit, because my husband's really good at arguments and really good at like gathering information to prove things are false. So like he got all the information from Kotobukiya about the figure not being legitimate. And he also like read Mercari's policy very thoroughly and like highlighted points about what the seller was doing wrong and like how like pretty much the seller was tripping. So the seller finally agreed to take the freaking figure back, and I got my money back. So in the end, like, though he didn't get punished, I don't think, at least I got my money back, and that's the end. But yeah, that was the most frustrating 2 weeks, like, of my life. Well, not of my life, but in my recent history. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Just let you know I'm okay and we got the money back. But yeah, definitely be careful when shopping on Mercari, Japan especially, because like it's such a hassle for like no freaking reason. Like anybody in their right mind could tell this dude was tripping. Like it was ridiculous. Like the hoops we had to jump through to get like him to agree. Like the fact that we had to get him to agree when he obviously was in the wrong and Mercari wasn't even trying to help was messed up. Like it was completely messed up. But I'm glad the situation's over. I'm less stressed now and I can move on with my life. All right, guys, thanks for watching. See you next time. Remember, like, check descriptions very thoroughly because people will try to find loopholes. And like make sure like there's a freaking box, because if there's a box and like you know what the box is supposed to look like, you know what the figure is supposed to look like the chance of you being deceived is very low. Like you can't trust what people write in the descriptions all the time. Like you have to ask for proof yourself, and then if they do send you something that's not genuine, then figure it out, because that's the risk you have to take. Because like I said, like Mercari is not going to defend you and not going to help you, at least not in Japan. They're just going to tell you to figure it out with the seller or figure it out with the buyer or whatever. But yeah, so buyers beware, sellers beware too, I guess. I mean, I haven't had any trouble with any buyers, so that's positive. And like, let me not jinx myself. Let me find some wood to knock on, because we ain't trying to do that. We is not trying to do that. All right. Okay, I'm leaving officially now. Peace. Bye. And one other thing I would like to add, like this seller had a very high rating. He probably had a rating of 97%. So most people were giving him like good reviews. And he only had like 3 people giving him like negative reviews. And like they were just saying like he wasn't replying to like messages. So I'm thinking, some people don't like when you don't reply to their messages. But like it probably was because they probably realized his figure was like fake or not genuine, and like they were trying to get him to reply and he was just ignoring them, and he ignored them enough to the point they were like, F this, like just take the money. So but I didn't know that at the time, but it is what it is. So like you can't always trust ratings, guys. People with high ratings do deceptive things. That is the world we live in. But yeah, be careful, guys. Don't always trust a rating. Like trust like your instincts. Trust it, like with the pictures they're showing. Look at the pictures very closely, and if they only give you like a stock photo like that and you feel like that's suspicious, like ask for a real picture of the product and like go based on that. If they don't try to show you a real picture of the product, then like you obviously know something shady and you don't want to deal with them.